Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you my completed pages for the month of August 2025. And I think I did quite well in terms of the number of pages that I have achieved this month, compared to the previous month when sometimes I only had like maybe 5, 6 pages. Um, I think this time it was pretty well. No, I think I had maybe 4 or 5 pages previously, but anyway, I think I did quite okay. It was not too much, but yeah, I want to show them to you. And today we're going to start small with small victories, because in August I did color the 2 very last pages in this book, and it's a complete book now, and I have done a full book flip through of the book, which was very popular on my channel, and I will link it in the video description below if you haven't seen it yet. And I want to show you the 2 pages that I did, and I didn't mark them, but okay. So this was the second to last page that I did, and I was not so super happy with how it turned out. It started quite nicely with the pinks and the natural brown beige tones, but then I thought I could do some kind of purple, maybe blueberry jam or something, and I don't really like how that turned out. I think it's a bit too dark. It doesn't fit really to the rest of the page, but yeah, whatever. It is like it is, and I just kept it that way. I didn't want to start an eraser on my second to last page when I managed to do the entire rest of the book without using an eraser, so it had to stay as it was. And then the very last page that I did in this book was these 2 ducks. I did those as a color along with my mom, um, because I asked her if she wanted to do one last color along together with me in the book, before I had it completed, and we picked those ducks. That's why I did those as the very last picture. And I'm really happy how those 2 turned out. I think the colors are really pretty, and yeah, I'm quite happy with those. And as with the rest of the book, of course, also those 2 pages were colored with my Staedtler Ergosoft pencils. All right, then maybe next, what I did after everybody was very supportive and happy about my completed Small Victories book, and I had many questions on how I use the Ergosoft pencils, I decided to do a color along for some Small Victories pages in Magical World. And I will also link that color along in the description, just need to find it. And I did this page with those Small Victories type of illustrations, and I did them with my Ergosoft pencils. And I used an existing page that I had in my Small Victories book as an inspiration for the color palette. And I have the intention to do that again. I have already picked some other pages in World of Flowers or in Worlds of Wonder, where there were also some small victory types of pages, and I will color them in a color scheme with a color palette that I take from my completed Small Victories book. So you can get an idea how I combine colors to achieve certain effects. Yeah, I also really like how this one turned out. Then I managed to complete one of my work in progress pictures. I had shown a video about my whip pictures, which are not so many. I'm usually not a whip type of person, but sometimes it happens that I start a picture and then for whatever reason I don't continue. And there was one in this Inklings coloring book, and I finally completed it now. And it's this page. She's called Luna. And what I had done in the whip was basically her skin tone. I wanted to do her with this alien skin because I think she looks quite alien. And I had some colors left from this picture when I did that. So I had this light turquoise, and I did the skin tone. That was basically it. I did a little bit of shading with a handful of pencils, but that was really it. And now I have completed everything with alcohol-based markers. Also the background, and then I added a little bit of shading with some colored pencils, with, what was it? I think Prismacolor pencils. And then I added from my super golden markers this purple metallic to these plants, and some dots in the background and also in her eyes. So this looks really cool. I don't know if you can see the effect. Yeah, I think it's not, a brilliant page. It was quite quick. I'm also not super happy with the background. It's not very well blended. I mean, this paper is soaking up the alcohol ink very quickly, so it's very difficult to blend. Yeah, but it's okay. I was not sure about the green that I added here, if that would really fit to the rest, but yeah, it's done now, and I think it's okay. I think at least it's completed and it doesn't look terrible. Then I did another page in Meine Reise durch Afrika by Rita Berman. And I had previously only one page done in this book, which was a shame because I really like it. So I want to do another one, especially now during summertime still, because I feel they are all very summery pages. And I don't know if I would want to color them at Christmas. So let's see. I did not mark the pages. So this is the page that I did. And this is entirely colored with Prismacolor pencils. And I really love how the Prismacolors work on the paper in Rita's books. I have tried them also in some of her other books, and I was always very happy how well they worked. So you can get really nice, smooth blends, and it's really a pleasure to work with them on this paper. And that's why I decided to use them also for this picture, and I'm really happy with the bold and bright colors that I used. Yeah, I think it really has a summery feel to it, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Then another book, which I had only one page done previously, was Tales from Atlantis by Hanna Karlzon. And I also wanted to do something summery, like ocean inspired, and I thought this would be a good book for that. And I did this page, and I wanted to use my Inktense. So this is what I did in this picture. I did her hair with Inktense, with blues mainly, then a little bit of purple and green and a bit of pink added. I did her skin tone with Inktense and the background as well. I added then a little bit of shading on her skin with polychromos pencils, but really not a lot. And I added also here some super golden markers for all those dots in the background on some of her jewelry, as you can see. And this was also quite a quick page, yeah, because with the Inktense, it's quite quick to color all that hair. It's not that exhausting. And I thought the flowy, watery effect would really fit very well to the motif of the page. So I'm also quite happy how this one turned out. At first I didn't like the background because it was a bit streaky, but yeah, I managed to to fix it kind of, and with all the sparkle it doesn't, you don't even notice it that much. There's somehow some kind of streak that appeared here after I worked with the water medium on the page. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. It's not on the back side of the paper. It seems to be something in the paper that kind of showed up when it got wet. But yeah, I cannot change it. So it is like it is. But I like this picture. And then last but not least, I did something in Wild Summer, because also here I think I had only one page done. So I really wanted to work in some of the summary books that I had not done justice really so far. So I wanted to do something in Wild Summer. And I picked the very first page in the book. And I really like how this one turned out. And this is also completely colored with Prismacolor pencils. And I'm really happy how this one turned out. I like how I did the skin tone and background and all the colorful corals and fish. I think the color scheme is really nice and bright and summery, but still, you know, limited enough so it's not too overwhelmed with colors. So I really like how it turned out. So I think this might even be my favorite page of the month. If I look at all the pictures, yeah, it's sometimes hard to say. I also like the one from Meine Reise durch Afrika. Yeah, but I still think this is my favorite page of the month. So let me know in the comments if you have a favorite page and if it's the same as mine, or if you like another page better. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.